Notion and Obsidian are two productivity software tools used to centralize your digital notes. This video compares both services to find the best option for your knowledge management needs. While both apps help, they have a different approach to privacy and costs. We analyzed data, pricing, teamwork, and setup, plus two other areas to see which performs better. By the end, you'll know which tool is right for you. Handling your personal data and privacy. When comparing Notion and Obsidian, the first thing to look at is where your notes actually live. As of today, Notion is a cloud-based service, which means everything you write is stored on their servers. This is why you need an internet connection to get the most out of it. On the other hand, Obsidian is built to be offline first. When you use Obsidian, your notes are just plain text files sitting on your own computer. You do not even have to sign up for an account to start using it. For many people, this is a big deal because it means you own your data completely. If the company went away tomorrow, your notes would still be on your hard drive. With Notion, you're trusting the company to keep your data safe and accessible in the cloud. The cloud setup is what allows Notion to offer features like zero data retention with LMN providers, which helps keep your information private while using their AI tools. Obsidian handles privacy differently by offering end-to-end encryption, if you choose to use their paid sync service to move notes between devices. So if you want your work to be available on any web browser anywhere, Notion's cloud system is built for that. But if you feel better knowing your files are physically on your own device and work without the internet, Obsidian is designed for that specific purpose. The cost of using them over time. Let's look at how Notion and Obsidian compare when it comes to your budget. Notion uses a monthly or yearly subscription model for its paid versions. Their free plan costs $0 and is meant for individuals. If you need more, the Plus plan is $10 per member each month if you pay for the whole year at once. For bigger groups, the Business plan goes up to $20 per member each month, billed annually. This means as your team gets bigger, your bill gets bigger every single month. Obsidian takes a very different path. It is free without limits for personal use, and they do not even ask for your email address. If you're using it for work in a company, they encourage a commercial license, which is a flat $50 per user for the entire year. Obsidian also offers optional add-on services like Sync to keep your notes on all your devices, which costs around $4 to $5 per month. There is also Publish if you want to turn your notes into a website for $8 to $10 per month. Another unique option is the Catalyst license, which is a one-time payment of $25 to support the developers and get early access to new versions. That covers the pricing for both platforms. If you've already decided which one you want, you can find the affiliate links for Notion and Obsidian in the description. These links help support the channel at no extra cost to you. Both tools are very easy to test out without spending money. Now, let's compare the collaboration and teamwork features of Notion and Obsidian. How they help teams work together. When we talk about Notion and Obsidian for groups, we see two very different styles of working. Notion is built from the ground up to be a single platform where you can do all your work with other people. It has private team spaces where groups can organize their own projects. You can set granular database permissions, which means you can decide exactly who can see or change certain pages. Notion also has AI agents and AI meeting notes that can help a team stay on track by doing repetitive tasks automatically. These agents are free to try, and then they cost $10 for every 1,000 credits used. Obsidian is much more focused on the individual, but it does allow you to collaborate on shared vaults if you pay for the sync service. However, Obsidian does not have the same kind of built-in team management tools like user provisioning (SCIM) or audit logs that Notion offers to keep big companies organized. For a growing business that needs to streamline teamwork, Notion's business plan is specifically designed to handle that. If you're a solo worker or a very small group that just needs to share some files, Obsidian's simple vault sharing might be enough. The time it takes to set them up. Comparing the setup of Notion and Obsidian shows how much work you have to do before you can actually start writing. Notion is very fast to start because it's a sign-up-and-go experience. Since it lives in your web browser, you don't have to install anything if you don't want to. You just pick a template and start typing. It feels very much like a modern website. Obsidian requires you to download the software to your computer first. Once it's installed, you have to choose a folder on your computer where your notes will live. This extra step gives you more control, but it takes a little more effort at the beginning. Once you're inside, Obsidian is quite simple, but many people spend a lot of time customizing themes or looking for community plugins to make it do exactly what they want. Notion comes with more things already built in, like Notion Calendar and Notion Mail, which syncs with Gmail. So you don't have to go looking for extra tools to connect your schedule to your notes. If you want something that works perfectly right out of the box with zero effort, Notion is usually the faster choice. If you like building your own perfect workspace and don't mind a little extra step, you'll probably enjoy the freedom Obsidian gives you. Managing your work after 90 days. After using Notion and Obsidian every day for 3 months, the way you feel about them might change. Notion is great because it keeps everything in one spot, like your databases, charts, and forms. However, as you add hundreds of pages in complex databases, some users find that the app can start to feel a bit slower and more cluttered. You have to spend time organizing your sidebar and making sure your teamspaces don't become a mess. Obsidian tends to stay very fast no matter how many notes you have, because it's just reading small text files on your computer. It uses a graph view, which shows you a map of how all your notes are connected, which can be really helpful after 90 days of writing. This helps you see patterns in your thinking that you might have missed. In Notion, you're more likely to find what you need through enterprise search or by asking the Notion agent to find it for you. Both tools stay useful over the long term, but Notion requires more management of the system itself, while Obsidian stays lean and fast even as your library grows, using them on your phone or tablet. Finally, let's look at the mobile experience for Notion and Obsidian. Notion's mobile app is basically a smaller version of the desktop site. You get almost all the same features, including your custom forms, Notion Mail, and your calendar. Because it's cloud-based, any change you make on your phone shows up on your computer instantly. Obsidian also has a mobile app, and it's very powerful. But getting your notes from your computer to your phone is not automatic. To make it easy to sync, you usually have to pay for the sync add-on. This service allows you to sync notes across devices, with end-to-end encryption so that your data stays private while it travels. Some people find the Obsidian mobile app a bit harder to use because it tries to fit a lot of complex buttons onto a small screen. Notion's mobile version feels a bit more like a natural phone app. If you do 50% of your work on the go, Notion's built-in syncing is a major advantage. If you only use your phone to check notes occasionally, paying for Obsidian's sync might feel like an extra cost you don't need. Which one should you pick? Choosing between these two comes down to what you value most. You should pick Notion if you work with a team, want a single place for all your tools like mail and calendar, and like the idea of AI agents helping you with your work. It's the best choice for people who want a powerful system that's ready to go as soon as they sign up. You should pick Obsidian if you want your own data, work offline, and keep your notes as simple text files that will last forever. It's perfect for solo users who want a very fast app and don't want to pay a monthly fee just to take notes. If you aren't sure, I recommend trying both. Notion has a great free plan for individuals, and Obsidian is free to download and use on your computer right now. I hope you found this video helpful. The best way to support the channel is to use the links in the description. Are you choosing the team power of Notion or the total privacy of Obsidian? Let me know which one fits your workflow better in the comments. Thanks for watching.